I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. One of the things that the devil is doing, that the judges are doing, the crooked lawyers, the administration, Department of Environmental Protection, falsifying records and lying, and everybody at all, Mellon Bank, everybody's all ganged up against me. One of the things that they're depending on that people that are listening to me right now are not going to lift one finger to help me. They're not going to send it. What I need is money, and I need it. And they're depending on the fact that you're going to sit there week after week, month after month, and you're not going to send one dime to help me. They are banking on the foreclosing of this church on the fact that you don't have the heart. You don't have the heart to be honorable enough to step and say, I'm standing with him, and I'm putting my money where my prayers are. I'm putting my money where my prayers are. If I'm praying, here's what I want to say to you. When you say, Pastor Manny, we're going to pray for you, then if I'm worthy of your prayers ought to be more precious than your money. If you're going to give me your prayers, you ought to give me your money ought to be even less precious, so you wouldn't have any problem. If you don't have any problem surrendering your prayers, you shouldn't have any problem surrendering money to this mission, to this ministry, to this church. So you need to put your money where your prayers are. And the devil is depending on the fact that you ain't going to do neither one. He knows human nature. He's a psychologist. He's a theoretical scientist. He's a theoretical physicist. The devil is a theoretical scientist. He's betting on the fact that you ain't going to do nothing to help me. You ain't going to do nothing to help this mission. You ain't going to do nothing to save this church. You ain't going to put your money where your prayers are. The devil's he knows humanity. The devil's a great psychologist. He is an awesome psychologist. He's a theoretical physicist in terms of that. He knows humanity. He knows human nature. And he knows you ain't going to put your money where your prayers are. Yet you say, Pastor Manny, we're praying for you, but you ain't sent one dime. And your money ought to be less precious than your prayers. If your prayers, if you believe they are precious and sacred, if you believe your prayers are precious and sacred, I'm talking about, if I say I'm going to pray for you, I sure enough wouldn't have any problem giving you money. In a circumstances where they're going to foreclose and shut down a prophecy, shut down a vision, shut down a ministry, shut down a high school, a kindergarten, a grade school, shut down a children's breakfast program, shut down a homeless shelter, and you haven't sent anything at all to help, not one red cent. Not one red cent. But you just say, I'll pray for you, but I ain't going to give you no money. The devil knows that. He understands you church people. He got y'all, because he knows if y'all ever decide to put your money where your prayers are, then it's all over with them. I'll be shutting down the Mellon Bank. But he knows the psychology. He knows that. But he also knows the moment you decide to put your money where your prayers are and start sending funding to help this ministry, dropping all your judgments. And the other thing is that God will in turn bless you. He'll cause your barns to burst open with plenty. All right, so ask Solomon. Ask Solomon, should I put my money, everybody who said, Pastor Manny, we're praying for you, ask Solomon, should I put my money where my prayers are? Is my money more precious? I can give him my prayers, but I can't give him my money. Ask Solomon. Ask Solomon. Ask Solomon. Ask him. Ask him. But here, the thing that's important beyond that is that, can the Lord trust you? Would you want an assignment from God? He'll give you one. He will give you one. And many of you, his assignment he's given to you is to come and sit at my feet. Humble yourself. Don't be bringing me all that old Obama stuff, that Trumpism and MAGAism and Black Lives Matterism and all that LGBTQ plus. Don't be dragging that dog in this house. Don't be dragging that cat in here. Come and sit at the Pastor Manny's feet and listen to what he has to say. That's your assignment. That is your assignment. That's one assignment. And then the Lord will raise you up and give you, later on, he'll make you the head of the ATLAH banking system. He'll make you the head of the ATLAH Development Corporation, make you head of, well, we already got somebody who's, head of the education department, but you got to first submit yourself to the process.